everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my Reading Rush TBR. If you don't know what the Reading Rush is, it is a book turnette wide readathon that is taking place July 20th through the 26th. I am going to be doubling and in some cases tripling up on the prompts just because I know that I wouldn't be able to read 7 books in 7 days on my best week, and July has not been going well for me. So we're doubling up, which is totally allowed in this readathon. So I have 4 books that I'm going to be reading. I'm going to tell you what books they are and what prompts they are going to cover. So let's get into it. So prompt number 1 is to read a book that matches the color of your birthstone. My birthday is in June. The birthstone for June, depending on what you like, I guess. There's 2 that I always grew up knowing, which was Alexandrite and Pearl. I'm going with the Alexandrite, which is kind of like a purplish color, although it does change colors and can go greenish depending on the lighting. But I'm going with the light pinkish purple tone. You'll see the picture here. And I'm going to be reading Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys. Prompt number 2 is to read a book that starts with the word the. For that, I'm going to be reading The Bookshop by Penelope Fitzgerald. I am also going to be counting this for the prompt to read a book that is set in a continent different than the one that you live in. I live in North America. This is set in England, so Europe. So it's going to count for 2 prompts and possibly 3 because this might be the book that I read outside. I haven't decided that one yet, but this is doing double, if not triple duty. The third prompt is to read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen, and I scoured my shelves and I only found 1 book. Luckily, I'm able to make it work for another prompt. So the book I will be reading is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, and I will also be using this for the prompt to read a book in a genre you want to read more of. I'm considering this sci-fi, because, it's science-y based. So sci-fi is a genre that I would like to read more of. So this one is also doing double duty. And then prompt number 4, or the last prompt that I really have to talk about, is to read the first book that you touch. I'm going to insert a clip here of how I decided to do that. All right, guys. So for the prompt, the first book you touch, I'm going to have John shuffle around these books. These are books that are on my July TBR, with the exception of Half the World, which I told John he could add in because it's the next book in the Shattered Seas.
I told her when her eyes were covered, I was just going to put a bunch of books in there. So I think this is her attempt to make that not happen.
Yeah. So John's going to shuffle these around. I'm going to close my eyes, and then he's going to carefully guide me
towards the couch.
So go ahead, dear.
Okay. Peeking.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I saw an opening.
No, my eyes are closed underneath my hands.
They don't all really fit, but...
Are they in one row?
They're in one row.
Okay.
So, this is... Yeah, whatever. Go for it. You're at the couch.
This one.
There it is, Thunderhead.
So I will be reading Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman. I'm actually really excited about this. This is book 2 in the Arc of the Scythe series, and I've been excited to get to this because I loved Scythe, and I just haven't picked it up yet. So let's get into it. Let's do it. So yeah, I'm excited about this. So then, as I mentioned, there is a prompt to read a book completely outside. And luckily, I have a nice yard. We just set up a hammock that I can lay in, and like we have a nice deck with like a table I can like eat outside if I want to. I just don't know what book I'm going to be reading completely outside. As I mentioned, it's probably going to be The Bookshop just because that's a nice short book, but who knows, if I'm like really feeling it, maybe I'll go ham and like dedicate myself to reading a longer book outside. So that is my Reading Rush TBR. I just added up the amount of pages that all 4 of these books encompass, and it is like just over 1,400 pages, which means I will have to read 200 pages a day if I want to attempt to get all of these books read. So it's not completely out of the realm of possibility. Thunderhead, if it's as good as Scythe was, I should devour pretty quickly. Same with Out of the Easy. I have read Avruta Zapeti's book in 1 day before. So I'm hoping that these 2 kind of like push me along and, you know, help me meet this goal. John and I have no plans up until Sunday, the last day of the Reading Rush, which is when my family comes to town. So I should be able, other than work, that's the only thing I have to distract me. I'm hoping that this is a successful readathon because July has not been great for me. So let me know if you're participating in the Reading Rush down below. That is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.